at first it's funny because my wife rolled her eyes. He was just like, "Don't I know you from somewhere? You just play football." And then when he was just like, "Did I?" I said, "Here you go."
That was an Anthony Mackie ad lib. I don't care what it is. That was an Anthony Mackie ad lib.
He put on it. I don't know.
I mean,
yeah. What's going on YouTube? It's Sensei, a place to be chill, trying Mr. A&D and the anime hero swag on zero.
It's a good weekend to be a nerd.
Isn't it? Because Fridays are back. It only took a week off, but Fridays are back because now we are carrying over to the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm excited for the whole thing. Oh, that's my phone. I messed that whole thing up. I am excited for how things is shaping up over in the MCU, especially when I found out Loki comes on my birthday this year.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh, bro, we just go kick back and we go watch some Marvel every single Friday. So make sure, obviously, this review did not come up on Saturday, but it will be up on Sunday. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So now with Falcon and Winter Soldier, same thing applies at this review like it did for WandaVision. Mm-hmm. But the question is it going to hold up? Because it came right on the heels of WandaVision. And we was really into it. But we can tell it's a whole different kind of series in this one. So real quick, let's get your overall thoughts of the show before we go into the spoiler breakdown. So Swag, real quick, how did you feel about Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I really enjoyed this, and two reasons. There's two franchises that I really like, and I will continuously see every single movie. Mission Impossible and Fast and Furious. I love spies and action and stuff like this, and this really gave me that feel of that. As soon as we started the movie, the first 10 minutes, I was like, oh, yes. This is... You already know it's hard to make Falcon cool, but they made him cool, they made him so cool. I was like, man, you know what? Maybe I do want Falcon. But that's a whole story for another time. I highly enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of slow points when the episode started moving on. We'll get to that a little bit later. But as this, I'll give it a B.
A B?
I don't think we have a B rating yet, but I'll give this a B. A great start off, though.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I feel most of the same way. I really enjoyed the episode. But see, even with the slow parts carry weight. And then they will start to put little Easter eggs in the beginning of the show, which I liked, and I was just like, oh, this person's going to be this. Oh, he's going to do this. Oh, he's going to be like whatever the case may be. So I was like, you know what? I'm actually enjoying it, and especially my expectations were so low. If I could win, so even after seeing the first trailer, I was just like, I don't know. I may need Cat back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about Cat. So we may necessarily need him back, but I think it was a great first episode. And honestly, I am hooked in this a little bit more so than I was the first episode of WandaVision, which I still love the first episode of WandaVision because it goes back to my Dick Van Dyke thing. So actually, I'm giving this episode damn near perfect.
Oh, wow. I think I like this more. I like this first episode more than WandaVision because of the action. Yeah, if you start off with action, you got my attention already.
What the action, I do agree with you, but there are some small parts that we will go over in our spoiler version. So make sure, guys, if you have not seen our spoiler, if you have not seen Falcon and Winter Soldier, go to Disney Plus, check that thing out, and then you guys will come back, and then we can go over all the spoilers in the spoiler breakdown as we go. So of course, the whole thing starts off with we get a voiceover from what happened in Endgame when Cap gave Sam the shield.
Right.
And he said, as a feel, he said, feel like it's somebody else's. And then he was like, well, it isn't. So we get that scene again, and then we see him going iron his clothes. At first, I thought he was about to go to Cat's funeral. I about to say he just got old. He's finally going to the funeral, but that's not necessarily where he's going. He's actually going to the Smithsonian to give away the shield. But before then, that's when we get our action scene that Swag is talking about. When he's on the plane, it looks like Sam now has come back from the blip and now has to work again. So he actually got a job working back with the Air Force.
Yep.
And then so we see him go on, take missions, falling out the plane like Tony Stark, with his arms all out looking like Jesus. And he goes there.
That was a little corny. I was like, all right.
What I'm saying? Like that. So he goes and he flies and sees his helicopter, sees that it's already been hijacked, and he's going to save this other guy from this group named LAF, which is run by Backtrack the Leaper.
Yeah. Okay. Who was that again? I know he was in Winter Soldier. He's like a prominent villain in the comics.
In
I
Captain
didn't read
America.
too much. I didn't read too much Captain America. So.
Yeah, good. I'm saying, he's one of Captain America's villains. Backtrack the Leaper is like that, but yes, it's great to see him back.
Yeah,
in there, as Falcon's in there. So Falcon goes and destroys the crew. Can I just say Falcon got a body count?
For once. For once. And I like how he's sitting there fighting, helping, like not trying to do a killing blow on anyone. He's pulling his punches. He hopped out the plane, saved that one guy with the opened the parachute. It's okay. Yeah. That one guy that he kicked off the plane is dead.
Is dead, bro. He is the one guy dead. He flew through the plane and used that little ripcord and pulled them backwards.
Yep,
gone.
Dead.
all the people that was flying the planes blew up. They're dead. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. So he got a body count. So I don't want to hear no more Batman shit. This man got a body count.
He's in the Air Force. Look, you gotta do what's necessary.
Bro, please, man. Look,
you gotta do what's necessary.
Look, here's the thing. I don't care. These characters ain't even real.
Look at that face behind you. Do that face look like he cares about who's living or dead? No, he wants to get the job done.
You can only imagine what he was doing after they go cut the check. That's a wrap. Cut the check.
Where are my bottom books?
So we see his man on the ground is a man named Joaquin Torres. I don't know if you're familiar with who this guy is.
I am not.
But he becomes the second Falcon.
Oh.
In the
I didn't even know there was a second Falcon.
There is a second Falcon, but this time this Falcon actually has bird-like powers because he's going to be operated on by what's the guy's name? Dr. Carl Mendez, or aka known as the Power Broker.
Okay.
Which they actually said the Power Broker is watching over you in the credits at the end of the show.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, so they have that. So now we're going to see that. Once I seen the name, and I was just like, okay, doing more of my research, I'm like, okay, well, if he is in line to be second Falcon, then we know Sam is going to be Captain African American.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So there is no ifs, ands, and buts if this is happening. So after he rescues the mission, which, like I said, it's a great action scene. It's cool. We see him down on the ground base as he's working on Red Wing, which I like Red Wing in this one also.
Yeah, I do too.
Dope. He's working on his machine, and then Torres tries to touch. He says, "Hold on, man. I've been working for the Air Force for 6 months."
Did you not? Oh. I've been working with the Air Force for 6 months now. Every time Ops touches him, he gets all glitchy.
Got me to thinking, and I was just like, remember when in Winter Soldier, when Nick Fury actually paid Backdrop to actually do those kind of things? It was like a whole different kind of mission that Captain didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, when he had Black Widow do that.
Yeah, I really feel as though that Sam is being set up for something.
Oh yeah, of course. I think that plays into the whole, like, I know there was a tiny bit of racial impact that goes on.
Tiny. Okay. Oh no, I mean,
it wasn't. It's not as loud as it usually is because it's Marvel.
Marvel ain't never loud. Okay, Marvel ain't never loud, but they was loud in this one. I was like,
they were only loud in Luke Cage, but that doesn't really count.
I'm about to say
anymore.
No, well, it counts. I'm saying, but that's the street level. So I'm talking about when this don't hit the movies and Disney Plus. Until Luke Cage hit Disney Plus, it don't count until I was like, oh, now they hitting it. You know what I'm saying? So, but Torres is asking.
Basically, they think that the world was better during the blip. Trust me, it wasn't. Trust me. Every time something gets better for one group, it gets worse for another.
Point out to the inequality and stuff like that going on, but also you really got to think about it. If people have died out from the blip, right, for 5 years, and then now the world is balanced, and then a lot of people are able to get a lot of opportunities because we're not overpopulated,
right?
And then you got to think babies have been made and more life has been brought in the world within 5 years, and then half of half the universe, whatever the case may be, comes back. Things are going to be worse now.
Yeah.
Because everybody is trying to, still live and get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what's one thing. I'm glad that we got TV shows now that we can actually touch on things like this.
I agree. Because that was one of the questions. Like, we're not there yet, but the whole bank loan scene. That was a really nice touch, like a really grounded scene to explain, like the blip just hits reality, period.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, what are they going to do with the money that's in certain people's bank account? Are they going to take it out and give it to the people that they need? Are they just going to keep it there? What are they going to do with certain jobs if they come back, like marriages, or how that's going to play off?
Yeah.
Because we got the guy that was in Endgame say he was dating someone else after his husband got blipped.
Exactly.
And if his husband come back, what's the whole thing now? So I'm glad they're addressing certain points in this.
Because I'm about to say, if they didn't, I got to take a back smack. Like, they said they didn't do that. I'm just saying. But so and then that's what Thurs also mentions about, where's Cap? This thing's going on. They saying that he's in the moon, and people's already speculating. Like, remember at the end of Avengers of the game, I was just like, okay, stop. We're not doing that. Okay, we're not doing that Cap moon thing from Avengers. We're not even doing that. I don't even see Ant playing the DLC yet on Level Up right now. I'm just like.
The game is so bad. Like I have to come in terms with that game being so boring. It hurts. And then the first two characters are Hawkeye and Hawkeye. Like that's not who I want to play. Give me Panther. Can't even talk. Give me Panther. Give me Spider-Man. Then we can start. All right.
I forgot they said Spider-Man was gonna be in this game.
Everyone did.
I forgot they said Spider-Man was gonna be in that game.
Everyone did. I forgot about the game. Period.
Yeah.
I saw an advertisement that said upgrade your digital deluxe free to PS5 version. I was like, this wasn't on it? All right.
So now we get Bucky, who's sleeping on the floor because with the military, like Bucky and Cap said about sleeping in their bed and feeling like a marshmallow type thing.
Bed is too soft. When I was over there, I sleep on the ground, use rock for pillows like a cave.
He is having nightmares about being the Winter Soldier again.
That was a great scene.
It was.
That was a great scene. And we'll keep going. I'll bring up.
So when he wakes up, we see that Bucky is actually in therapy. They do the close-up shot, which helps illustrate the anxiety that he has being in therapy. I like that. And then they also show how his therapist is trying to tell him what are the 3 things that you need to be doing. Especially, I like the line where she says, "What's rule number 2?" You know what rule number 2 is. He said, "I know nobody gets hurt." She says. But he said, "That's so important. Why is it not number 1?"
I like that line.
I
like that line.
I like that line. And then, of course, the third one, he was just like, I'm agent, saying Bucky Barnes, and I forgot what he was saying, but it ended with a smile. I was just like, he's trying.
I'm no longer the Winter Soldier. I'm James Bucky Barnes, and you're part of my efforts to make amends.
I like the fact that Bucky is in therapy, and he's also like addressing. He was like, "Look, I've been through this situation. I've been to Wakanda. They tried to help me. I'm here now.
Nothing. Wakanda was the only place he felt a little bit of calm.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but yeah, I'm just like, let's be. But it's like he really didn't get that full help anywhere, and now he's here, and he's like, "Why do I gotta keep doing this?"
I understand that. So, he as some guy is trying to use this older gentleman's trash back in the alley, he comes and helps him out, kind of like he did Cap in the first one, Captain America movie, and invites him out to lunch, and he realizes that this guy is talking about his son because he had lost his son, don't know how he died, but he is in his mind knowing that he is responsible. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he is responsible for killing that guy's son.
Yeah, they already kind of confirmed that.
Okay,
later on that episode.
Sam goes back home to his sister in I think it's Louisiana, where Anthony Mack is actually from, and he got his nephews in there, and he sees his sister, and he realizes that they run on hard times, so they got to sell the family boat. But he's like, "No, we don't sell the family boat." You know what I'm saying? Honestly, but there's a good play. A lot of people don't really realize that a lot of you ever heard the term "don't ever sell grandma's house"?
Yeah,
because a lot of African Americans don't own anything. Mm-hmm. So when they actually finally have time to probably, it's best to try to keep the house that you can in the family some kind of way instead of just selling it, because we rarely own anything.
Right.
So I like that he was kind of forced on keeping the boat, but I understood where his sister was coming from. But saying, you ain't been here for 5 years. You went on to go help the Avengers, face the guy. He was with the guy with the cape, but he was gone for 5 years, and then next thing you just kind of came back, type thing. So, but he was just like, no, we're gonna go and we're gonna go get this loan and we're gonna go, help fix this boat type thing. Bucky goes and has a drink with this Asian lady at the bar, and she kind of try to figure him out, ask him his age. He's just blatantly 106,
right?
Saying trying to she's trying to like get into his head, but he doesn't really want nobody to see. He's trying to fit into everyday life. I like the fish out of water thing going on with Bucky.
Now, is that really plus the 5-year blip, or did he count the 5-year blip on that?
Yeah, that's a good question because
I think in Winter Soldier he was like around the 90 range.
Yeah.
So we don't. I don't know.
I mean,
I just thought that was funny.
It was a He Don't Know Society before the blip, or definitely don't know. So, okay. Sam and sister do go to the bank. At first, it's funny because my wife rolled her eyes. He was just like, "Don't I know you from somewhere? You just play football." And then when he was just like, "Did I?" I said, "Here you go."
That was an Anthony Mackie ad lib. I don't care what it is. That was an Anthony Mackie ad lib.
He's he put on it. I don't know.
I mean,
yeah. And then he's like, "You get a hit." He's like, "Oh, it's the Falcon." I was like, "Oh God, you serious right now?" And then his sister was like, I'm not entertained by this shit at all. Are we gonna get the loan or not? But obviously he hasn't been there 5 years. He hasn't been making no payments, hasn't been doing anything, so you don't have a good credit history.
How do you guys make a living? I mean, your financials are all over the place. Is there some kind of fun for heroes, or did Stark pay you when he was around?
And then I like the line. She says, "Amazing how everything always tighten up around us." I said, "Yo, Marvel, y'all going there?"
Mm-hmm.
Even when anybody say, "Yo, I ain't playing with these white folks," I said, "Are we going there?" I'm like, we're gonna die. They said, "Anthony Mackie gonna be the new one."
It's subtle, but they're trying to tread in the water a little bit. They're like, "All right, let's you guys like it? All right."
So, but they don't end up getting the loan. So, the sister is just like, even though she's trying to sell platters and everything, she's just like, "Look, fuck it, we didn't get it. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the boat." As they still are trying to, basically argue about that, but she's not really necessarily have it as they go back. But meanwhile, we do get that we get the group, the Flag Smashers, as they call them, robbing this bank, and then good scene. We're not really necessarily sure of who the Flag Smashers are, but they beat up Torres, and then Torres notifies Sam of who these people were and how he got taken out. And Sam has like a puzzling thought. He says, "I'll get back to you. Don't tell anybody that we talked."
Why? What are you thinking?
Nothing.
Wait, you don't think he could be a...
Look, I'll circle back to you. Let's keep this between me and you.
What do you think he's going to tell him?
No clue. I'm trying to play safe around theories right now. I'll be honest. I'm trying to play.
What kind of got me out? You know what I'm saying? So,
like, WandaVision mess with my mind. This is just straightforward, and I'm like, okay. Like, let me just ride the train. I just want to get to my destination. Now, I'm curious because he was pretty strong.
Yeah.
Quite strong. So I'm assuming Baron Zemo didn't kill all of the Winter Soldiers, or he experimented on other ones. So we could really get the Serpent Society.
Okay. Yeah, I think
we are owed that. We are owed that, honestly.
Yeah.
We are owed that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So meanwhile, as there, I don't know if it was the governor or somebody in government was making a press conference on TV saying like, "Look, America needs a hero. We had the people to help save the world, but America needs a hero." And what did
America
they do?
Always needs something. Like
they never give none. But
all the heroes are from America. Like the majority of them are from America.
So who they bring out? They bring out a character named John Walker, who is this new Captain America, got a gun on his hip, and they took the shield that Sam put in the Smithsonian right there, which by the way, I think I completely skipped over him talking to Rhodey, which I'm glad Rhodey had a cameo.
Yes, I'm glad he was a part of this as well. Yes, I'm really glad. I was necessary
because they obviously were friends and stuff like that. So I'm glad they did that. But he was also asking like, "Why do you take up the mantle?"
Right, exactly.
So
I would have been like, why you ain't take up the Iron Man? Oh, no one asked you.
Oh, but you know what? He be like, you know what? I'm still War Machine. You know what I'm saying? He still got, so he still got a War Machine.
Start making fun of him. Like, hi, Rhodey. Try not to fall, Rhodey.
Oh, wait a minute. You remember I'm gonna say, is his legs here? Because I ain't see no braces on there neither. Or maybe they're just suit pants.
Well, I don't know, because I swear they had like him like shot up.
Yeah.
Like head upward. So I don't know for sure.
So I mean, I would love to see Rhodey a little bit more in this episode too, along with Agent 13 and all the other stuff like that. But he gives John Walker. So John Walker in the comics is known as Super Patriot, who's an ex-wrestler who becomes this kind of Captain America, who's trying to take on the mantle in a very aggressive kind of way. Mm-hmm. So that is what we got for Falcon and Winter Soldier. And as the credits are rolling, I there were some things I didn't peep the credit. I just peeped the whole the power broker thing. There was other things that was in the credits that were Easter eggs I did miss. I had to go back and actually try watching videos on that, but I didn't have time to write all that stuff down. So
I was just trying to check if there was a post-credit scene or not. I'm gonna be honest. I was like,
no, I didn't,
because these credits are like 8 minutes long. I'm like, just
bro, at 30. First of all, when I went to the credits, I was like, "Ooh, 45 minutes. We about to get to an hour."
Mm-hmm.
Man, it'll go off at like 30 minutes in. I'm like, that's credit time. Oh god,
this episode went quick.
Yeah, so it did go really quick, and I'm like, all right, well, it sold me on the first episode.
Yeah,
got me on there. So you know, so, yeah, I'm ready to go for it. So
I am worried about. Oh my bad. I am worried about the. Yeah, I'm worried about the pace because apparently this is going to be 6 episodes. Again, I made the mistake about WandaVision. This is going to be 6 episodes from when I read. So we got 5 episodes left. The pace is probably going to just be shooting.
It's probably going to be quick. We probably get that mid-season finale by episode 3.
Mm-hmm,
so right. I'm curious how it's going to go, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Right.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. They made Falcon look cool. I want to know how him and Bucky going to get back, because he's been calling Bucky's phone. Bucky ain't been picking it up.
Yeah.
So
he wants a friend. He needs a friend. They both lost Cap. They both need a friend.
Man, Cap on the moons, sipping pina coladas with Nick Fury. You know what I'm saying? That's what, he need to die, to be honest with you. But no, Cap is up there just, he relaxing, he chilling.
He went back in time just to mess with his ex-girlfriend's aunt.
Yo, that's some messed up shit right there. That's some messed up stuff right there.
Like I brought it up in Winter Soldier. I mean, Civil War. I was like, Cap ain't right for that.
He really isn't.
Like, tag, my girlfriend died. How are her knees doing?
So, guys, you guys can post that comments down below. How'd you guys enjoy Falcon and Winter Soldier? Stay tuned for next Saturday when we come with episode 2 for you guys, a spoiler breakdown of it. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed our review of it. Hit the subscribe button for more TV experience right here on NC Studios. So once again, it's NC a place to be. Joe Trey, Mr. Andy, and the Anime Hero Swag on Zero.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and we'll see you on the next channel.